What's good, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, aka the Quarter Boy Killer. You know what I'm saying? We out here, but it's Philly the podcast. So before I get into what you guys came for, I just want to say I'm going to start giving random shout outs. So I'm gonna just randomly put up comments from my Instagram. You guys have been showing mad love. I'm almost at 400 followers, which is awesome. But it's at Philly TP. So if you guys just stay active on there, make sure you subscribe, and you know, I'll give you guys a shout out. So I'm gonna put 3 random people up on here, and you'll see them. I appreciate you guys, and you know what I'm saying, let's keep this family growing. But now that we off of that, let's get to what we came here for, man. So I'm gonna do the top 5 Eagles rivalries, my top 5 Eagles rivalries. 2 of them are going to be pretty obvious. 3 of them will be kind of teams we don't necessarily play every year, but I feel we've grown a big rivalry with. So let's get started, right? Yeah. So number 5, I'm putting the New York Football Giants. All right, and I'm probably not going to get monetized because I said that, but who cares? It was worth it. So I put the Giants. The reason I have them at 5, obviously it's a huge rivalry as far as the division goes. We play them twice a year, every year. We've just been killing them, to be honest. We just, like, the past 5 years, I think we've swept them every year, you know? So obviously it's a rivalry, but it's kind of getting drowned out by them not being good. So I have them at number 5. Number 4, I have the New Orleans Saints. Now, the New Orleans Saints, we don't play them every year. We don't, you know, it feels like we do. They're not on our schedule to play twice a year. They're not in our division. But if you are an Eagles fan and you've been watching the Eagles the past 5 or 6 years, the games that we've played them have been big games. You know, you go back to the first time that Nick Foles went against them, we lost by a field goal. You go back to when they blew us out when we didn't have any of our cornerbacks or anything like that. And then you go back to the year that they beat us when Alshon Jeffrey dropped the ball. Excuse me, guys. So we consistently are going against them in tough situations, big games. So I put them up there. It's even this year, I don't want to play them. I think we'll beat them, but you know, they're just a team that every year I feel like we have to deal with them in some sort of way, whether it's in the playoffs or it's in the, you know, in the regular season. So I put them there. When Drew Brees leaves, probably won't be a rivalry anymore, but for at least this year, maybe next, I do see that being a rivalry for us. Bet. So number 3, I have the Seattle Seahawks. All right. Now the Seahawks, we play them, I feel like, every year. They might as well be in our division. We just don't play them twice a year. And I feel like they beat us every year. And it's annoying, and I hate them. I feel like if you're an Eagles fan, again, a lot of tough situations playing them. You look back to just last year playing them and they beat us in the playoffs. You look back a couple years, they beat us when we were a really good team. You know, so I feel like they always give us troubles. Russell Wilson just always finds a way to blow up on us. Like, he's just putting up crazy numbers on us. So for me, that's a rival. For me, every time we play them, I just get excited and I want to beat them. I really want to beat them, you know? So that's number 3. Number 2, all right? You see I'm going so quick. I'm so proud of myself here. I know I make these 20 minutes long usually, so, you know, I'm proud of myself. So, number 2, I have the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, like I said, there's some of these that I want to become more of a rivalry, and I feel like the Steelers, Eagles, we're obviously in the same state, so there's a rivalry there. I just feel like the every 4 years thing isn't enough. I feel like when you have 2 teams like that with a pretty, colorful history, we've done a lot of good things, especially in these last 20 years as Eagles. And then obviously the Steelers just have an immaculate history. I can't hate on them too much. My boy's gonna love hearing that. But so for me, I want to play them more often. I do think that interstate rivalry should be ignited by the NFL. I think that should be an every year thing. I wouldn't even be mad if we played them 2 times a year. I think that's how big of a rivalry that can and it should be. So that's going to be my number 2. Remember Carson Wentz's rookie year. I believe that's the last time we actually played them. We blew them out. So we're playing them again this year. Again, every 4 years. So we're playing again this year. I look for it to be a great game. Between Mike Tomlin just taking over and showing everybody that he can coach whoever's out there. I mean, we all knew he was a great coach, but what he did last year was very, very impressive with the pieces that he lost and the pieces that he had. Very impressive. And then you obviously got Big Ben coming back. So if he's 80% of, you know, Big Ben, he's going to be a tough matchup. So that should be fun to watch. Now, number 1. Everybody knows. Do I even really have to say it? Everybody knows. Like, I mean, if I didn't say this team, I feel like everybody would come after me. You know what I mean? So, like, it's pretty obvious that the Dallas Cowboys are our number 1 rival. Especially, you know, in the past couple decades, we've been the 2 teams that have been really good. Cowboys don't ever win Super Bowls, I guess, anymore. That's just not their thing. But, and Giants come out of nowhere and win Super Bowls. But between the Eagles and the Cowboys, we've been kind of running the East. We've been kind of running the NFC East, so that's definitely our biggest rival. I hate all of their fans. All of their fans hate me, and it's amazing. I love it. It's one game I've not been to yet. I would love to go see a Cowboys versus Eagles game. I've been to a lot of Giants versus Eagles games. Been to a Redskins Giants game, and to a lot of different games. Have not seen a Cowboys Eagles game, and I would love to do that. So if any of you guys got like free tickets, you holla at your boy and I'm coming with you. So that's my top 5, guys. What do you guys think? Who would you put? Who do you like? You know, would you guys put the Steelers at number 1? Would you bring the Cowboys down because you just don't even want to say their name? But let me know, man. Either way, you know what it is. It's Philly the podcast. Make sure to smash that like button. Kill that subscribe button. Go over to Instagram and make sure to follow your boy. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Fly, Eagles, fly. Peace.